When we hit the pothole, I worried we'd
What's going on, world? DS1 Ross, and we back here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Shout out to everyone who support the platform. Much love, much love, much love. If y'all can hear me loud and clear, please drop a one in the chat. Please drop a one in the chat. Let me know if y'all can hear me loud and clear before we get into the show. Let me know if y'all can hear me clearly out there. Let me know if y'all can hear me clearly out there, family, before we get into the show. Okay. I see some people can hear me. I see some of you guys can hear me. That's what's up. That's what's up. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to everyone in the building. Shout out to everyone in the building. And of course, we are back right here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. I'm y'all host, DS1 Ross, of course. Man, I appreciate all the love and the support. Salute to everyone that's in the building right now. I'm gonna get to the chat and shout everyone out. Happy Friday to y'all. Happy Friday to y'all. We're gonna go in there. We're gonna go there today, y'all. We're gonna go there today. I know it's been a couple of days. We're gonna go there today, y'all. We gotta talk about this. We have to talk about this. All right. So shout out to y'all. Make sure y'all hit the like button on the way in. Hit the like button, y'all. Hit the like button, hit the share button. Hit the like button, hit the share button, share it on y'all community tabs, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, your Discord servers, anywhere that you share content. Share this show. Share this show. I want as many people y'all could get in here today to get in here. I want y'all to share this show everywhere. Share this show. Share this show. Yeah, we're going to talk about this today. All right. So that's how y'all support the show. Initially, hit the like button, hit the share button. Hit the like button, hit the share button. The super chat is open as well. The super chat is open as well. Y'all can super chat at any time during the show. If y'all would like me to highlight your comments, go ahead and put it through the super chat. You can also donate via PayPal or the Venmo. That's at Sheep Stay Sleep TV. At Sheep Stay Sleep TV on PayPal or Venmo. All right. Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to y'all. Let's see who's in the building. And then we're going to get into it. Y'all know how we do. Y'all know how we do. Shout out to Naomi in the building. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Miss Naomi in the building. Shout out to Miss Deborah Temple in the building. She said, I love Music Soul Child. Yeah, that's my guy. That's my guy, man. Happy Friday to you. Happy Friday. Shout out to the cynical one in the building. My first lovely lady mod in the building today. A top lovely lady mod in here today. Hey, Sen, how you doing? What's going on with you? I hope all is well. Salute to my comrade, Mr. Sutton, on the pull up. Salute. Great to see you, my brother. Great to see you. Oh, I was jamming today, huh, Deborah? I was jamming today, huh? Shalom to my brother, man. Shalom to my aunt. Shout out to my brother Freezy, man. Great to see you, bro. Shalom to you, man. I appreciate your support. Make sure y'all like and share the show, y'all. Like and share the show. Shout out to my brother Third Ward in the building. Salute, my brother. Salute. Great to see you, bro. Yeah, you know we going there today, man. We going there today, Ebo. Shout out to my brother Ebo in the building. Shout out to my brother Ebo in the building. Yeah, we going there today, man. We got to talk about this. We got to talk about this today. No problem. No problem, Miss Deborah. No problem. Shout out to the OG in the building. Salute, salute, salute. Shout out to the OG Elisino in the building. Great to see you. Salute to you, champion. Shout out to Miss Scorpio in the building. We got two lovely lady mods on the check-in. What's up, Scorpio? Happy Friday. Shout out to my brother Freezy, man. Appreciate you, Art. Appreciate you, man. Salute. Shout out to my brother Fierce Soul in the building. Salute. Salute. You already know, bro. You already know, man. Oh, we got two Naomis in here. How you doing, Naomi? We got two Naomis in here. How you doing? I appreciate your subscription. Welcome to the channel. Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to everyone on the pull up. Y'all see the show? Y'all see the show? Yeah, we're going to talk about this. Oh, yeah. 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 Because, see, I think that our FBA brethren and sistren, I think we getting a little bit too soft. Yeah. All my fellow pro-blacks, all my fellow B1s, all my fellow FBAs, I think we getting a little soft out here. I think we getting a little soft out here. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because see, I'm gonna tell you what my problem is and why I say we getting a little soft. Because we more focused on white people than our own people. And this is where I'm having a problem. If you pro anything, right? If you're pro-black, that means you're for black people. If you're black first, that means that technically you put your people, black people, first. First. Right? That's what black first means. So we know what pro-black mean. We know what black first mean. FBA, Foundational Black Americans. Now, let me go ahead and clear up some of the things that y'all be running around here be saying and be totally incorrect and incongruent to FBA. If you're FBA, right? If you're considering or calling yourself a foundational Black American, then guess what that means? You are pro-America. Okay? Let me say that again. If you're calling yourself a foundational Black American, you cannot be against America. Okay? So you cannot be on social media talking bad about America and you're a foundational Black American. Okay? Because remember, according to you and what you found out, according to your research, that some of our people is the reason why things are the way that they are in America right now. Because if we're foundational Black Americans, that means we were here at the beginning, right? So you can't be anti-American and be FBA. Okay? That's hypocritical. You can't say my people was at the beginning of when this country was built, but now you hate the country. So that means you hate your people that helped establish this country. So you cannot be FBA and anti-American. You can't be both. You can't be foundational American and anti-American. You can't be both. And y'all just walk with me. Because we gonna get to the topic. But y'all know how we do over here. We walk it down. Shout out to my brother Ant, home of the official YT Purge. Appreciate you, Ant. He said, what up, Sheik? When I said that C. Bryant's was an indictment and a stain on a reputation / image of the educated Black woman, I got accused of Black woman hate. And we gonna address that today. We're gonna address that today. Shout out to my brother Ant. Appreciate that super chat, bro. We're gonna address that today. I want all of them to come in here and tell me that, Ant. I want all of them to come in here and say I hate Black women. I want them to come in here and say that. Because, see, I notice they only play that with certain Black men on the internet. They don't play that with me. Because they know they got to come correct with me. You ain't going to hyperbole DS1 to death. Okay? You're oh, you're broke. Oh, you're mad. That's not going to work here, ma'am. That's not going to work here with me. So I want them to come in here and say I hate Black women. I want them to come in here and say that. So I could break them down like a shotgun. Because, see, one thing I never had a problem with is an educated Black woman. You know why? Because I'm an educated Black man. See that? See, that's why them educated Black women or them Black women who call themselves educated, that's why they stay in their place. Because they know they won't be talking to a dumb nigga. They know that. They know that they're going to have to come with some depth in order to argue with me. You can't use feminist talking points. You can't use none of that here. So I want them to come in here with that. I welcome them because I'm going to cook Cheyenne Bryant today. Because Cheyenne Bryant is an embarrassment to educated Black women. Yeah, let's talk. Since y'all want to run around the internet and talk about how Black men don't respect educated Black women, how y'all don't get enough credit for being educated, how about y'all don't get enough credit from each other? We're going to talk about that today. See, we're going to talk about that today. See, we're going to address the elephant in the room. Y'all don't respect your own education. Yeah, we're going to talk about that today. Y'all don't respect your own goddamn degrees. We're going to talk about that today. Instead of you always trying to put Black men on the chopping block, today we're going to hold up the mirror. See, that's what DS1 Ross does. See, because I wasn't raised to hate women. I don't hate women. It ain't in me to hate no woman. I'm a heterosexual man. I don't hate women. You know what I do to women? Hold up the mirror. This is you. Don't get mad at me. This is you. Remember? This you. This you. You see, look. Look, don't run now. Look in the mirror. This is you. That's what we're going to do today. That's what we're going to do today. We're going to put the mirror up and let y'all look at yourselves when y'all look at Cheyenne Bryant, educated black woman, shaking her ass in the club around rappers, chasing rappers. That's the educated black woman today. But y'all fighting for all this respect from black men when y'all don't even got no respect from y'all own counterparts. See, so let's not make this a race thing. Because a lot of y'all who claim FBA, y'all on the internet talking that anti-American talk. That's hypocrisy. A lot of y'all are not black first. Y'all not B1. Y'all not pro-black. Because if you knew something about being black in America, you will not defend the behavior of Cheyenne Bryant. See, go look up. See, y'all like to talk all this black stuff, right? And I'm talking to y'all black women. A lot of y'all don't even know y'all black woman history. Do you know your black woman history here in America? Yeah, you know Malcolm X. You know the black men. Do you know the black women? Huh? Do you know the black women that fought for your image? To not to be seen as a whore. Do you know those women? Because those women are the women that are being let down and being made a disgrace of by women like Cheyenne Bryant. Do you know that? Do you know your black woman history here in America? Because obviously, y'all don't have much to be proud of. And y'all have a lot to be proud of. You just don't know it. You just don't know it. See, just like y'all could get up here and check black men about what we should be focused on, what we should be looking at. I agree with all that, but we could do the same thing to y'all. See, y'all don't like when it's done to y'all, but y'all will get up here and tell a man what he should be focused on in his life. But soon as we get to pointing out stuff, oh, now we hate women. See, when y'all black women do stuff like that, y'all are disgracing the black women that fought for y'all to have social and equal rights. Y'all embarrass them type of women. Y'all embarrass them type of women who was pushing family and always push family. So when you're on here promoting single motherhood and acting like it's a flex, don't you know you embarrassing women who fought for y'all? Huh? Y'all never heard of Dr. Barbara Sizemore. See, go check out my Black History Month series. It's on my channel. Go to the playlist. Every Black History Month series, I made sure I added at least 2 to 3 women. Each series I done, I highlighted 10 Black historians. I started the series in 2017 and ended it in 2020. Go and check out them series. Go and look at the women I was talking about. If you need something to be proud of, black woman, if you don't know your black woman American history, what black women did here in America, what black women fought for. A lot of y'all don't know that. Y'all just up here talking. That's why y'all joined the feminist movement. See, if you knew what black women did, you wouldn't be talking about no patriarchy. You wouldn't be talking that feminist crap if you knew what black women did. A lot of y'all don't know what black women did. A lot of y'all think black women was just pretty. That's what a lot of y'all think. Y'all don't know none of them black female intellectuals. Do y'all know? Hey, Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, do you know Dr. Jewel Pookrum? Huh? Do you know her? Dr. Jewel Pookrum. Look her up. Go to my Black History Month series. It's there. You ever heard of psychological slavery? Guess who coined that term? Dr. Jewel Pookrum. Did y'all know that? Breaking the psychological chains of the black mind. Do you know who came out with that DVD? It was a black woman, Dr. Jewel Pookrum. You know who was the first black woman to talk about endometriosis and all types of womb disorders that women got to deal with? Dr. Jewel Pookrum. Yeah. Did you know that? Did you know that? No. You know who was the first black woman to tell black women to stop putting perms and chemicals in their head because they was getting tumors in their brains? Dr. Jewel Pookrum. That's why you're not supposed to wear wigs. Dr. Jewel Pookrum taught us this. A black woman. Yeah, y'all don't even know this. Y'all don't even know this. A black woman. A black woman. She was telling black women this 30 years ago. Take the weave out their head. Stop putting all them chemicals in your head. That's why a lot of y'all women walking around with brain tumors. That's why a lot of young black women dying from cancer. Brain tumors. Dr. Jewel Pookrum talked about this 30 years ago. Y'all don't know y'all black female history right here in America. No wonder all y'all got to be proud of is y'all behinds and how good your butt look and how good your nails look. Because you don't know where you come from. You only proud of your education because you could take your ass in the club and swipe a credit card. You ain't proud of your education no other goddamn way. Because your education don't make you eat better. Your education don't make you drink better water. Your education don't make you exercise. Your education didn't give you a better attitude and outlook on life. What your education do for you? Huh? What it do for you? Give you something to get on the internet and flex about. What your education do for you? You still eat McDonald's. You still eat McDonald's, doctor. Dr. Hey, Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. You still eat fast food, don't you? Doctor. Look like you got fibroids too. Doctor. What your education do? See, them black women back in the day, they used education as a weapon to freedom fight for black people. That's what them women did. That's why them women went to school, because education was a tool for freedom. That's what them black women went to school for. What you went to school for? So you could go get a job making $70,000, $80,000 a year, and you could drive your nice little BMW and have your little Chanel purse. That's what you got educated for. To go live like an off-brand white woman. That's what you got educated for. Because you know Cause y'all, hey, black women, let me give you some game, in case you didn't know. You know that shit that y'all do when y'all get a nice job, making 60, 70 grand a year, and you go buy your little 5 Series BMW, or you go buy your C-Class Benz and go buy your little Gucci purse. You know y'all got that from the white woman, right? You know y'all got that came from the white woman. You do know that, right? Y'all got that from the white girl. Yeah, girl, I just got my first big check. Yep, we going to the Louis store. You got that from white women. Did you know that? Huh? That's all your education afforded you. A trip to Miami. See, them black women back in the day, their education granted them freedom. See, they didn't live like y'all women live today. They don't live high off the hog, but they're not slaves to a fake narrative like you are. Yeah. Yeah. See, those women were real doctors, and they behaved like doctors because they had ethics. see, there's a certain way you must behave. When you have a certain level of education, your behavior, right? Basically you're supposed to act like you got some goddamn sense. But Dr. Cheyenne Bryant could shake her ass in the club and still be called doctor. Right? Huh? Whatever happened to ethics? Whatever happened to black people having ethics and having dignity? What happened to standing for something and saying, I'm not going to do this because this doesn't represent me? What happened to that? And where's the educated black women that's speaking up against this? I heard a couple of y'all. Shout out to y'all. There's a lot of black women who are not in agreement with Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. Because a lot of black women are starting to realize that image hasn't and isn't going to get them anywhere in life. A lot of black women they're tired of this type of representation. See, the women that be in my chat room, they don't represent themselves this way, and they don't want to be represented this way. Shout out to Sierra. Look what Sierra said. She said, right. She doesn't want black women to be represented in that light. See, because once you get some sense in your head, right? You shouldn't want to represent yourself a certain way. So how you want the label of being a doctor, but have the behavior and the ethics of a street person? How? So what was the reason for you going to school all them years for? What you go to school for? if you gonna act like the girls that work at Chick-fil-A behind the goddamn cash register, see, I don't blame them for going out shaking their ass in the club. You a cashier. You ain't embarrassing us. You a cashier. But a goddamn doctor? I shouldn't see no doctor in no club. Especially with see-through clothes on. This is a person that people is supposed to feel protected with their privacy. You're a doctor. See, this is what I mean by she doesn't know anything about ethics. There's something called having ethical behavior. I work in the mental health field, right? So that means that I can't let the kids see me crash out. I can't let them see me crash out. Because what that's telling them, damn, ain't no hope for me. if the people in here to help me is crashing out, I'm gonna get no help. See, she doesn't think like this. And this is the problem. And this is where educated Black women should be checking her at. You know, all the talking points that y'all bring to us, with how y'all being represented in the media, y'all need to be saying that to Cheyenne Bryant. Because she's a representation of the Black woman. In particular, the educated Black woman, the Black woman that got degrees, not the Black woman who ran the street, not the Black woman who dropped out of school and wanted to be rebellious in life. Not her. Not the Black woman who wanted to be fast and slipped up and had a bunch of kids early. No, Cheyenne Bryant is not that woman. Cheyenne Bryant's not her. See, I don't blame Keisha from apartment 2R. I don't blame her for throwing her ass in a circle. She need help. Mentally, financially, everything. I could reason why she doing what she doing. Cheyenne Bryant don't come from that. Cheyenne Bryant went to school and got a degree. She has an honorary doctorate degree. You know how much it costs to go to school to get a doctorate degree? You know how much money that is? So that means she come from something. So why you representing yourself this way, Cheyenne? Why you representing yourself this way? You not the hood girl. Why you acting like her? You not the hood chick. You not her. Why you acting like this? And this is why educated women should be appalled. Because y'all work hard to not to be seen like those other women. That's why y'all work hard. That's why y'all didn't go outside. That's why y'all didn't go to the house parties. That's why y'all didn't hang out with y'all fast home girls that was having sex at 15. That's why y'all didn't hang with them. But now, y'all got one of y'all acting like one of them. Y'all wasn't chasing boys. Educated Black women. You was in the house reading. Y'all was nerds. I love nerds, by the way. Now we got a nerd walking around half naked with see-through clothes on, trying to be sexual. A woman who ain't supposed to be on the market. See, y'all supposed to be speaking up about this. Y'all are supposed to be appalled. Y'all are supposed to speak out against this. Because now see, you know what she's doing? She's trying to make it seem as if y'all are all the same. This is the main reason why y'all are supposed to speak out against this. Because she's making it look as if all of y'all are the same, educated or not. Y'all are all going to do the same thing. Y'all going to bust it open. This is what she... Are y'all going to fight for your own reputation? Educated black women? Because Cheyenne Bryant just showed the whole world that y'all ain't no different from the other women. Y'all ain't no different from the women who decided not to go to school and decided to run the street. That's what she's showing. That's why y'all supposed to be speaking up against it. That's why. That's why y'all are supposed to be against it. That's why y'all supposed to be all over social media banning her. She should be boycotted. Because y'all shouldn't want that on y'all image as educated black women. As educated black women, y'all should not want that. Y'all should not accept that. That should not be tolerated. Women like her should be put in her place. And the way you put her in her place, you cancel her ass. You cancel her. Shut her down. She doesn't need a voice. She's a poor representation of the educated black woman. Just like I said, when I use my voice and my platform to go against Kevin Samuels. I was the biggest voice in the beginning going after Kevin Samuels. I got banned and blackballed because of it. Because he was not a good representation for black men. Period. That's why I went against him. You're not a good representation for us. Now, black women, instead of y'all always grouping up and finding a way to stand up against black men for something, stand up against this. Stand up for something for yourself for once. Defend yourself. Let's see if black women could do this. See, nobody wants to hear this. Nobody want to talk about this. But then y'all wonder why the young girls don't listen to y'all. See, it's a trickle-down effect. See why the young girls beating y'all up? Not listening to y'all? Get out my face. Don't tell me nothing. See why they don't respect y'all? See, it's the same thing going on with the men, with the YNs. Y'all dealing with the same thing on the female side. I know. Remember, I'm in the facilities. I know. The girls are worse than the boys. When are y'all gonna get y'all respect from the next generations, black women? Or do y'all care about that? Oh no, y'all gonna blame that on the men too. Why the women don't respect y'all? The women don't respect y'all because they're men. Y'all gonna blame that on us too. Y'all don't even get respect from your own goddamn species. Y'all blame that on men too. We gotta make women respect women. So we gotta make the young boys respect us, respect y'all, and the girls gotta respect us and y'all. So we just gotta do every goddamn thing. Everything is our fault, right? Why the young girls don't respect y'all? Because it's our fault. That's our fault too. See, y'all be so big. Y'all always got a man. It's always a man in your mouth. No, y'all got work to do as women. Focus on that. See, that's what I do over here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. I've been told men, let's stop talking about women. Let's focus on what we got to do. I've been said this years ago. Just like I'm telling y'all, stop talking about men all day. Stop talking about the goddamn patriarchy and talk about what women need to be doing. Talk about that. Talk about the poor misrepresentation of the black woman by other black women. Do that. You're not going to do that because you're not going to get any support. Because women don't support black women who tell the truth. You know who support black women that tell the truth? Other black men. You want me to give some examples? Danica Marie. Who keeping Danica Marie on the internet? Black men. The Crimson Cure, Kendra D. Who built that woman channel? A black man. Black men. So even black men support black women when they telling the goddamn truth. Black women don't even support black women when they telling the truth. Yeah. All y'all women was over there at Danica's when she was over there hula hooping. Yeah, y'all was over there. Yeah. When she was over there trying to tell y'all how to get a man. Y'all was over there. Y'all was over there when she was putting her husband on camera working out. All y'all women was over there. Soon as all that shit stopped and she started checking y'all, guess what y'all did? I'm leaving. Don't nobody want to hear this shit. That's y'all. Fake. Y'all ain't really support that goddamn woman. Y'all was over there looking at that woman husband. Shout out to Eric Bell. Yeah, I remember. See, because I was around. Yeah. When Kendra had all those manosphere niggas in her chat room, all y'all was over there. I love the Crimson Cure. I love some DJ Fish Grease. So when she got to putting the belt to y'all ass, guess what y'all said? Don't nobody listen to her. Where her man at? That's what y'all start doing to other black women. That's what y'all start doing. Why you think it ain't no black women to speak for y'all? Because y'all beat up each other. Especially when y'all start telling the truth about each other. Especially when y'all start telling the truth. Yeah. That's why y'all not gonna say nothing about Cheyenne Bryant. Because that ain't important to you. It's a goddamn shame. That's a goddamn shame. Shout out to my brother Ant for doubling up, man. Ant says, not calling out frauds allows the authentic and genuine to be suppressed. You can't complain about not having real shit when you're supporting fake shit. Facts. Shout out to my brother Ant, man. That's a fact. He tripled up. Shout out to the triple up on a super chat, bro. He says education used to be a tool to become free of the system. Now it's used to become a tool of the system. Facts. Facts. Shout out to my brother GQ. Shout out to Flatbush in the building. Salute, my brother. Shout out to my brother Ebo. Appreciate the super chat, bro. He says, just type Bryant name. You can verify whether someone's a professional license is active, expired, suspended, or revoked, dead or alive. She's nowhere to be found, bruh. Y'all see this? Shout out to my brother Ebo. There's the site right there. He said, when you type in Cheyenne Bryant's name in this site, she has no professional license. To all of my ladies that took time out your life and went to school, sacrificed hours of studying, brain cells. Some of y'all black women been in school. Some of y'all black women still in school. And y'all in y'all 30s. Getting ready to be 40. Still in school. Working to become elite at what you do. And y'all gonna let Cheyenne Bryant get away with this? Y'all gonna let her get away with this. So y'all just gonna let her skip past doing the work. She can get the accolades without doing the work while you still doing the work. You've been putting in work the past 15 years of your life, baby girl. You've been in post-education the past 7, 8, 9, 10 goddamn years. You done did 10 years of school after high school. And y'all gonna let Cheyenne Bryant get away with this? Y'all gonna let her get away with this? So y'all gonna let her be y'all representation? So she represents the educated, pretty, smart black woman. Cheyenne Bryant is y'all leader, huh? Is this what y'all telling me? She represents y'all. The Cheyenne Bryants of the world. Not the Dr. Jewel Pookrams. No. Not the Dr. Francis Cress Welsing. See, these are real educated black women. These are real educated black women. Look them up. Barbara Sizemore. Look them up. Y'all looking up to her? What? Sin says, I'm not a part of the sisterhood, nor am I fond of manosphere / red pill rhetoric. You shouldn't be. How you doing, Scarlett? Scarlett Love in the building. Third says, what Cheyenne Bryant is doing by lying about being a licensed doctor is equivalent to what street people call false claiming or false flagging in the streets. Doing that has serious consequences. Yes, it does. And guess what? Third, it has serious consequences in the world of academia. You see this? You can't see what she's doing. Remember, y'all, she's doing it on social media. So she can always come out and say she trolling or this is just what she do on social media. Because she cannot do that. She cannot do that in the medical world, nor could she do it in the world of academia. See, in the medical world, you'll get in trouble if you running around billing people for services and you're claiming to be something and you don't have the exact credentials for people to pay you for services and you're claiming to be something you're not. She can get in trouble for that. That's against the law. Black women, listen to what I'm saying to you. She's also breaking the law. Listen, y'all. Y'all know that I do consultations. I've done multiple consultations, but y'all never heard me get up here and say, I'm a therapist. Y'all know I work in the mental health field now. Have y'all ever heard me get up here and say, I'm a therapist? No, because I don't have the credentials to prove that. And that if I go around here and tell y'all I'm a goddamn therapist and I'm billing y'all like I'm a therapist and y'all believe in me, right? That means the information that I'm giving y'all is detrimental because it's not factual. So again, black women, is this how you want to be made to look? Like a scammer? Especially an educated black woman. Now a street girl, she might not care because she getting at how she live. But an educated black woman, a woman that worked for everything her life, her whole life, she ain't never take no shortcuts. I don't think she want to be represented this way. So don't stand behind that moniker of being a doctor, Cheyenne Bryant. Just be Cheyenne Bryant. Then you could chase all the rappers and all the niggas you want. But don't call yourself a doctor as a black woman. Because that's embarrassing to the young black women and to the older black women who are working and who are already in the field as black female doctors. You putting a stain on them women. Just be Cheyenne Bryant, the relationship coach. You could be a relationship coach. Why you gotta lie and tell people you a doctor? Why you gotta lie? Because you have an honorary doctorate? That's why you calling yourself doctor? You ain't the doctor of nothing. You haven't cured anything. Cheyenne Bryant, you haven't cured your own sickness. You haven't cured your own sickness. Running around here trying to tell people how to think, and you actively chasing celebrities. As a grown-ass woman that's supposed to be a doctor, you running around here chasing celebrities. That's what doctors do? So doctors chase patients. Doctors chase patients. So doctors go hang out in club VIPs to find patients. Let me think a little different. You know what y'all tell me? Live a little, DS1. Let me live a little. Let me think like y'all for a second. Maybe she was hanging around rappers and celebrities because that's her clientele. Is that it? She was hanging around her customer base, DS1. You don't know. Oh, is that what she was doing? Oh, that's what she was doing. Also, doctors chase patients. So doctors ride around the street looking for who got a cold. Huh? So therapists go down to the local bar and offer their services to people who getting drunk at the bar. Is that what y'all telling me? I'm thinking like y'all. I'm thinking outside the box. I'm thinking outside the box. I'm living a little. Can y'all explain that to me? So as a therapist, it's your job to go find depressed people and offer your services. I'm just trying to think. I'm thinking like y'all. I'm living a little. Right? So make it make sense. What's in the club for a doctor? Tell me. Patients? Hey, OG. Hey, OG. I'm thinking like them, OG. He said carpet consultations. I'm I'm thinking like them because you know they be telling me I need to live a little and open up. So I'm doing that today, OG. I want to know. I want to know. Shout out to my man Club in the building. What up, Club? Salute, my brother. Club says, we shouldn't even know about your clientele. And by that logic, shouldn't there be a boundary between doctors and all? This goes back to what I was saying earlier, Club, about ethics and ethical code. But again, Club, I'm right now, I'm thinking like them. You know, because I was told that sometimes I need to think like other people because, you know, when I think like myself, you know, I could come off to make people think that what I'm saying is right and what everybody else saying is wrong. So today, I'm lightening up. I'm being nice today, you know, because I'm the big mean guy. I'm being nice today. I'm thinking like them. Maybe her clientele is basketball players. OG, hey, Club, maybe her clientele is rich people. So maybe I'm just hating. Maybe I'm just hating. You know? Maybe I'm just thinking too hard into it. Maybe that's what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? It could be me. You know what I'm saying? You know? I'm a considerate man. I'm very considerate. I consider when people say things about me, whether it's good or bad. Sometimes I think about it like, maybe I am an asshole. Maybe I do think I know everything. So let's try y'all logic. So we trying y'all logic today. Because you know, when we try DS1's logic, I think I know everything. So let's try y'all's. And let's see how that works. Let's see what happens. Sin says HIPAA violations. But see. When you're a real doctor, that is what you're most concerned about. To my people that's in the chat, that's in the medical field, that's in the clouds, that's in the medical field, please correct me if I'm wrong. But when you work in the medical field, you're doing anything clinical. The first thing they tell you to focus on and to worry about is them goddamn HIPAA violations. Is that HIPAA violation? First thing they tell you. You know, that's how most people lose their medical license. HIPAA violations. Before doctor malpractice, it's a bunch of HIPAA violations. But nobody's talking about this when it comes to Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. She's she's a therapist. She's not a medical doctor. She's a therapist. She's not a medical physician. She's not a physician. She is a doctor in quotation marks. She is a doctor. She is a medical doctor. But she's a therapist. She's into therapy. Right? So let me ask you something, Dr. Bryant. Right? Let me ask you something. Is it true that another person can be triggered if they see certain things from certain people? Cheyenne Bryant, do you know that the things that you're doing around these rappers, you can actually be influencing another young lady who's trying to fight against doing those things? Let me say that again. Cheyenne Bryant, you might have been a woman that a lot of women look up to. And they might wanted to model themselves after you until they saw you shaking your ass in the VIP half naked. Nobody wants to see their therapist, Cheyenne Bryant. Listen to what I'm saying, because you deal with therapy, right? What type of therapy? Twerk therapy? What if one of your clients, Cheyenne, was an ex-stripper and she been fighting the urge to stay off the pole, and you her therapist, Cheyenne, and did she see your ass around the stripper pole? Did she take her ass back to work, which is at the strip house? Do you know, hey Cheyenne, do you know you have that influence on people as being a therapist? Do you know that as a therapist, you have a relationship with your clients? Do you know this, Cheyenne? See, this is why when you work in the medical field, right, you have to have ethics. This what all that paperwork be about. This is why y'all get them big ass handbooks that y'all don't read. All of that's in there. All of that's in there. You have people's lives in your hands, Cheyenne Bryant. You a therapist. You a therapist, Cheyenne. You know that in America, we're dealing with a mental health epidemic. We know people out here losing their minds at an alarming rate. You don't hold yourself accountable? Oh, so you think you're not responsible? You don't think you're responsible? Then you need to get out of the medical field, ma'am. See, if you don't care about people, you in the wrong field. This is why I tell people this. The medical field pays very well. But if you don't care about people, this is the wrong industry, bro. This is the wrong industry, sis. You have to care about people. It's called empathy. You have to have compassion for people. You have to have patience with people. You have to generally love people. Generally. Now, all of the black women who have these qualities, who went to school, now they up against women like Cheyenne Bryant, who could just be accepted as a doctor and get all of this clout and get all of this clientele because she's shaking her ass on the internet. Let's just be real. All them niggas want to sit down and talk to her so they can look at her. They are having sex with that woman with their eyes. Come on now. You tuned in to Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Hey, Raina. We got two top lovely lady mods in here today. Hey, Raina, good to see you. Shout out to you. Let's just tell the truth. What up, Handling? What's good, fam? Shout out to my brother Zuma Duma in the building. What up, Zuma? Shout out to Self University in the building. What's good, fam? Salute my brother. Let's be real. So let's say that rich people are her clientele. How was she getting her patients? Them men not sitting down with her because they believe she's a good therapist. They're sitting down with her for views and to have sex with her with their eyes. Why you think she sit around those men and look seductive? Y'all think those men not paying her? Lots of money. But the women who went through years of college, who really put the work in, they can't sit down and talk to a Shannon Sharp. They can't sit down and talk to a Nick Cannon. You know why? Because they ain't busting it open in the club. That's why. They not fraternizing and hanging around celebrities. That's why. That's why. They're not going against their morals and the ethical code that they claim they live by. That's why. That's why. That's why. And that's why I said we need to talk about this, because educated black women should feel some type of way. You might not ever get to interview a Nick Cannon. You might not ever get to pick a brain of a black millionaire. And she only had that chance not because she went to school and struggled like you. She didn't earn that interview. You know what earned her that interview? Her body. Her body. Now imagine how that makes a woman feel when she worked hard her whole life and kept herself kept her respect and her dignity to get to a certain level just to compromise it all. See, this is how you know Cheyenne Bryant ain't been through the proper channels to be no doctor. Because you're going to go through all of that to now start showing your body to get money? Then what the hell you do all that schooling for? What you do all that for? If you're going to turn 40 years old and now you're wearing see-through clothes, you're going to do all this now? So what was all the other stuff about? If that was the case, you could have did that from the beginning. So what that tells the young college girl, what does that tell her, Cheyenne Bryant? What influence are you having on them? See, you always got your mouth open on a man. See, that's how I know you desperate for a man, Cheyenne Bryant. You so goddamn desperate about a man, you turn every conversation into men. You ain't got no advice for women, especially no young woman. What you gonna tell her? What you gonna tell a 20-year-old girl that's in college right now, trying to get her doctorate degree? What you gonna tell her? What could you tell her that will be suffice, that would actually be productive, that won't go against her morals and standards? What you gonna teach her? Nothing. Nothing. And this is the problem. But y'all not gonna call this out. Y'all not gonna call this out. Y'all gonna act like it ain't happened. Y'all gonna, you know what y'all gonna do? Y'all gonna mind y'all business. That's what y'all gonna do. Y'all gonna mind y'all business. But y'all always speaking on men, though. You can't mind a man's business. But when some women up here doing some foul shit to other women to disgrace other women, y'all act like it ain't happened. Y'all act like it ain't happened and keep scouring the internet trying to find something about a man. So you could come up here and say, I'm sick of these niggas. All these niggas do. All these niggas say. You're going to get up here and talk about this woman disgracing y'all. Disgracing black women. Disgracing black women. See, you know what the white women do? You know what the Asian women do? You know what the Latin women do? You know what they do? They separate the trash from the treasures in their group. Guess what Cheyenne Bryant is showing everybody? It ain't no difference when it comes to black women. All of us shake our ass, get drunk, wear weeds, and act stupid in the street. Whether we went to school or whether we didn't, we all the same. That's what Cheyenne Bryant is telling the world. And y'all don't have shit to say about it. See, the white versions of Cheyenne Bryant, they're outcasted around white women. The Spanish version of Cheyenne Bryant, she don't get to hang out with rich Spanish women that went to school and worked for corporations. She don't hang out with them. She's down there in the favelas begging. Yeah, that's the difference. Asian women, if you a bum-ass Asian girl that's dumb and don't want to go to school and don't want to be nothing, you don't get to hang out with the rich folks. You hang out with the vermin. You hang out with the skateboarders. Social class. Your education is supposed to grant you a different social class. She out here hanging with rappers, and she a doctor. I thought athletes hang with rappers. Now you got doctors that hang with rappers? And this is to the classy black women. Y'all should have a problem with this. Y'all should have a whole problem with this. A whole problem. OG says she went to high school in Long Beach, my area. Them girls ain't no joke. And she from oh my God. Oh my God. You shouldn't have told me that, OG. And she from Long Beach? Oh my God. Wow. No wonder she like Crips. No, hey, OG, no wonder she love Crips. Mm-hmm. No wonder. Zuma says Dr. Cheyenne Bryant publicly opened up about a 10-year engagement that she continuously postponed before finally ending a relationship. Yup, she's trash. A 10-year engagement. Trash. 43 years old. You 43 years old on camera shaking your ass, and you a doctor and 43. Where's the class at? See, let me go ahead and make this clear. I'm a man, right? I'm a heterosexual man, right? I'm a sinful man. I don't have no problem with women shaking ass, okay? But I'm going to be honest. I'm also a man with some class. I wouldn't want to see my therapist shaking her ass in the club. If I did, I will switch my therapist. I wouldn't feel comfortable seeing my school teacher shaking her ass in the club either. I'm expecting more from you. Shake your ass in your house. Why we got to know you shake ass, Cheyenne Bryant? Why? That's that's one thing I love about educated, nerdy women. You only gonna know about them in private. You ain't gonna know about them in public. Why we gotta know what you like, Cheyenne Bryant? Why we gotta know that? Why we gotta know you know how to twerk? Why we gotta know all this? You're a doctor. You're a doctor. We don't know what Dr. Zismore likes, but we know what Dr. Cheyenne Bryant like. We know she like rappers. We know she like rappers and athletes. We know that she's a groupie. You're a doctor and you're a groupie. That's the oxymoron. You're supposed to be above being around little rappers and ball players. You're a doctor. You're a doctor. You begging to hang around them and they need you. See that? See how she think? You see her mentality? This is how you know she's not a real doctor. You running around here being a groupie. When all these rappers you talking to they all need a therapist. And you running around fanned out being a groupie. You don't even take your profession serious. And you 43. Disgusting. This is disgusting. To all my educated black women, I love y'all. But y'all need to call this shit out. Because she making y'all look bad. Tell them again, OG. Tell them again. Miss Deborah says a so-called doctor. Zuma says the nerds be knowing how to be. Hey, Zuma. Come on, Zuma. Come on now. Come on now. And that's where it's supposed to be, bro. It's supposed to be behind closed doors. That's where it's supposed to be. That's where it's supposed to be. Come on. We would think if you were educated, you would understand that. Wouldn't you want to be what? Let me ask you this question, Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. When you walk around, wouldn't you want the respect of a doctor? Because I know if I see you, I ain't going to call you doctor. I'm going to call you Cheyenne. Because I saw what you was doing. I saw what you was doing around that stripper pole. You, No. I'm ever around you, I know I'm going to need some extra singles. And guess who created that image, Cheyenne? You did. So now when you start going out and nobody considers you a doctor anymore, don't wonder why. Because you don't even respect your own level of professionalism. You don't even respect what you work for. You don't respect all the work you put in for yourself. You don't even respect it. You don't respect work ethic. You don't respect how smart you are, Black woman. You made it all the way up to a doctorate degree and you shaking ass. Do you think Sexy Red want to be you? No. Sexy Red thinks she better than you. You know why? Because you look up to her. Get it, sexy. Get it, sexy. You think Suki will look up to you and book a consultation with you, Cheyenne Bryant? No, because you look up to them. I was eating their ass. That's you, Cheyenne Bryant. How you going to help the women in the industry when you trying to look like them? You can't tell them nothing. They're going to look at you like, girl, shut up and take this drink. Shut up. And I'm going to call my little YN to take you home, girl. Shut up. That's what they tell her when she try to get on her soapbox like she a doctor. Shut that shit up. For I call such and such. You know you love that nigga. That's how they talk to her. Doctor. That's how they talk to her. Black women, you should be ashamed of this shit. She's still getting treated like a girl that's in the projects, and she a doctor. She's a doctor. Y'all should be appalled. Y'all should be ashamed. This is disgusting. But nobody respects Black women's education. Black women don't. Black women don't. Yeah, she don't respect herself. A doctor shaking ass in the club. So to all of my Black women who are struggling to get out the clubs, who are struggling to stay off the stripper pole, who's struggling to stop prostituting to feed themselves and their kids, guess who they can't go get help from? Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. A Black woman who's a doctor, who's supposed to be here to service her community. You know what she trying to service? Phallus. She all up in niggas' faces. Why y'all Black women ain't got nothing to say about that? She running around here chasing niggas. She ain't trying to help y'all. Yeah, but y'all ain't got nothing to say. She went and got all that degrees and all that knowledge to still run around and chase niggas. Y'all ain't got nothing to say about this. She's still chasing niggas. Like a broke chick. Like a chick that ain't got no purpose and no direction in life. She's still running around here chasing niggas. And you black women ain't got nothing to say. Oh, but black men don't love y'all. But black men don't love y'all. But we the ones speaking up against this shit the most. Because it's making y'all look bad. See, because a lot of us already knew Dr. Cheyenne Bryant wasn't no doctor. Shout out to Corey Holcomb. See, because Cheyenne Bryant is only new to y'all. See, if you a 5150 historian, such as myself, shout out to my brother, the Book of Ronan. See, we was 5150 Nation years ago. 10 years ago. Cheyenne Bryant is not new. see, y'all think the stuff that y'all hear Corey saying about Cheyenne Bryant is him just saying stuff. No, Cheyenne Bryant came around years ago. Years ago. Shout out to Zoe Williams. Shout out to the Zoe What Show. Cheyenne Bryant was back then. And that's when Corey first called her a fake doctor. Back then. I don't think it was 2016, but it was back then. When Zoe had the Zoe What Show. Yeah. 5150 Nation. We know what's real. Hey, 18. Shout out to 18 in the building. OG says a lot of women are vicariously living through her. And that's sad because they're going to run into a brick wall. They better not be living through that woman. That woman is a fraud. She's a fraud. OG says, Zoe, my guy. Yeah, Zoe, yeah. Zoe's my dude. I met Zoe. Cool guy, man. Cool guy. Shout out to Zoe Williams, man. This is embarrassing, man. This is embarrassing. Educated black women should boycott Cheyenne Bryant. It should be an active boycott against her. Y'all should be all in her comments, all that. You know why? Because she's misrepresenting the educated black woman. Just like y'all be on campaigns. Oh, y'all men need to focus on changing the narrative. Oh, so when y'all gonna change y'all's? When y'all gonna focus on changing y'all narrative as black women? Because black men do it every day. We do it every goddamn day. When are y'all gonna start worried about y'all narrative? That's why y'all don't like the pastor Millicent Cedra. That's why y'all don't like certain ladies that's on the internet speaking out against a lot of the foolish behavior that y'all black women be on. That's why y'all don't like them and y'all call them pick-me's. When y'all same women who calling women pick-me's want a husband. How you talking about women who already been picked and you still trying to get picked? Shut up, pick me. Shut up. You trying to get picked too. You trying to get married. So don't a man got to pick you? So how you not a pick me? Shut up. You just saying stuff that don't make no sense. You want some godly, spiritual man to come out of nowhere and to pick you, but you calling women pick-me's on the internet. Stupid. Idiotic. Because you listening to women like Cheyenne Bryant, who was engaged for 10 years. AKA sitting there using the nigga until she was done with him and then threw him away. That's what she was doing. A 10-year fiance. Trash. Her whole life is trash. Her professional life is trash. Her personal life is trash. She's trash. She was engaged for 10 years. And she's a therapist? You know how much therapy she needs? She was engaged for 10 years. You know how much therapy she needs? What a waste of education. What a waste of education. Who can she have who can she advise on anything? She gonna teach y'all women what? What's she gonna teach y'all? She damn sure can't teach no educated black woman nothing. Because see, a real educated woman will pick her apart. But see, I'm gonna tell y'all why Dr. Cheyenne Bryant doesn't feel like a woman could tell her nothing. Because of her looks. And see, this is why, right? And I'm gonna put this on us, fellas. I'm gonna put this one on us. This is why we have to start highlighting educated women. This is why we have to start intentionally marrying and having children by intelligent, educated women. Because Dr. Cheyenne Bryant is not confident in her education. She's more confident in her looks. And a lot of educated black women who are not confident in their looks, they will keep quiet because Dr. Cheyenne Bryant is one of them pretty mean girls. See, that's why a lot of them ain't gonna speak out against her either. Because you're gonna have a bunch of pretty bums attack the beautiful, educated black woman. Because she don't look like a goddamn mermaid. She doesn't feel confident enough to tell this black woman, hey, you misrepresenting us. Because you feel like she ain't representing you because you feel like you ain't as pretty as her. You don't look like a mermaid. Yeah, DS1 gonna tell the truth. Yeah, that's why y'all gonna keep quiet. That's why. Because you think you ain't pretty enough to tell her nothing. Yeah. That's why a lot of you educated women not gonna say nothing. Feel like you ain't pretty enough. You just gonna mind your business because you don't want her to do her mean girl stuff and hurt your feelings and call you a hater and say you jealous because all the niggas want her, right? Let's talk. See, I'm a nigga. I know. I know. That's why you ain't gonna say nothing to her. Because she gonna say you jealous because all the rich niggas want her and don't know rich nigga want you. And how you gotta settle for regular niggas. Yeah, I'm talking now, right? Yeah, I know. I know. That's why a lot of y'all educated girls be riding that fine line. Because you want these rich niggas to want you. You want a rich nigga. Not a hard-working man that'll love you. You want a rich nigga. That's why you ain't gonna say nothing to Cheyenne Bryant. Yeah, you don't want her to burst your bubble. You don't want her to burst your bubble. Because that's what she gonna tell you. You just mad because you want that nigga and that nigga want me. Yeah, that's why you don't say nothing. That's why y'all don't say nothing. It's easier to just blame niggas. It's easy to just blame niggas and say, niggas don't want women like us. They don't like nerds. Lies. Lies. Niggas don't like women like me. Lies. You don't like yourself enough. You don't like yourself enough to even see that I'm looking at you and I'm checking you out. So you start adopting the foolishness of the Dr. Cheyenne Bryants. Then when you get a nigga to like you, first thing you ask him, how much money you make? You start acting like her idiotic ass. That's why she was in a 10-year engagement. You following the pretty girl or the girls you think the rich niggas want. See this the part of the sisterhood they don't like to talk about. See, they don't like to talk about this part. They don't like to talk about this part. They don't like to talk about this part. Black man in bizarro world, salute. They don't like to talk about this part. you said we prefer introverts. We don't like nerds. We prefer introverts. 18. Is that what you saying? You put hashtag lies. Club says, I agree. And I remember saying this years ago, especially when you have a certain sector with dudes that keep showcasing skeezers. Bingo! 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 I agree with that, bro. I agree with that. Alexandria says, if you get stalled on looks, no matter many, no wonder many are losing. See, you stop, Alexandria, stop. Be nice. Be nice, Alexandria. 18 says she's going to teach horology 101, 210 and 215. Facts. Facts. That's a fact. Nerds are introverts. I would say they can be introverted. I wouldn't just say like just across the board say that they introverts. I would say, are they introverted at times? Yes, they are. But would I just say that in general they're introverts? No. Mm-mm. That's a very big misconception, 18, about nerds. You listen, you find out that a lot of nerds are only introverted because they're not understood socially. See, this is why if you ever saw a group of nerds together, they're not quiet. Am I lying? Have you ever saw a group of quiet nerds? No, they all talking, they doing stuff because they're around people who understand them. So they feel more comfortable being themselves. But nerds are a bit more introverted. But will I just say that they're introverts? No. Mm-mm. I have fun around nerds. A lot of nerds have great sense of humor. They have great sense of humor. They're cool people. You just got to get them to talk. And you have to be interesting too. Because a lot of nerds are introverted as well, 18, because a lot of them don't like to talk because people around them be stupid. Shout out to my nerds. I love y'all. But I had to just give up one of y'all secrets. A lot of them don't talk because they don't like being around stupid people. And when they get in their environment, they could sense that immediately. So once they know that this crowd is very low on the intellectual scale, they're not gonna talk like that. They look at ignorant people as being dangerous. Y'all got to understand this. Y'all got to understand this. Yeah, they don't like to be around stupid people, 18. They don't. If they feel like everybody around them is stupid in some form or fashion, they're not going to talk. They're going to stay to themselves. You know, they might come and show up and, you know, show some love and, hey, how y'all doing? Show up, show some support, and then they're going to leave. Because that's not their environment. That's just what it is. A lot of people have, it's a lot of misconceptions about nerds. I'm a nerd. Y'all don't think I'm a nerd, though. I'm a nerd. I'm a nerd. I'm a nerd, y'all. Y'all don't believe I'm a nerd? I'm a nerd. Sin says, I'm not a nerd, but I'm definitely into a lot of deep and thought-provoking topics. Absolutely. I'm a nerd. I'm a nerd. Excuse me. I'm the nerd out my crew. Y'all may not believe that, but I am. Out of my crew of friends that I grew up with, I was the nerd. I was the fat kid with glasses. That was me. I was the nerd. I was the nerd. OG says, I'm sort of a bad boy nerd. See, you was one of the nerds that was outside. That was me. I can't help how I grew up and, you know, the environment I grew up in and things of that nature. But, you know, technically I'm a nerd. You know, if I didn't grow up where I grew up at, I wouldn't even have the edge to me that I have. And I'm the only child too. So it's easy for me to be a nerd too. I'm the only child. He said, outside nerds stand up. Outside nerds. Hey, bro. Hey, man. If you listen to a lot of, so-called street legends, a lot of them were nerds. A lot of them started out being nerds. Charleston White was a nerd. A lot of your big time street gangsters and stuff, if you listen to their stories, they was nerds. They got good grades in school. They was very smart. They were nerds, y'all. y'all got to know people history, man. A lot of y'all just look at people and just think who they are based on what the world paints them to be. But a lot of them were nerds, man. Biggest gangsters, craziest killers, serial killers, all of them. A lot of them were nerds. A lot of them. Yeah, shout out to Zuma, man. That's my bro, man. Third says, I always been street and socially smart as well. Come on, man. That's a lot of us, bro. Believe it or not, bro. That's a lot of us, bro. We just don't like to expound on the smart side of us. We like to promote the negativity, man. And I never been that type. I never been the type to promote negativity. Even when I was outside on the block doing whatever I was doing, I never promoted it. Like me and my friends, we never sat down and just was like having like gangster conversations. Like we never did that. Even when we was outside doing the wrong things, we were sitting outside talking about having these conversations that we be having online now. A lot of us was doing it. And that goes back to us, me and all my friends, we graduated high school. Not all of us got college degrees. Of course, I'm one of them that do. I graduated high school the youngest. I was the nerd. I was the nerd. I was the first one to go to college and graduate. I was the nerd. Did my homies go to college? Yeah, they went to college too. Some of them finished, others didn't, but they went. They all got high school diplomas. A lot of them got certifications. Like, Shout out to my brother Dale Debonair in the building. Great to see you, my brother. He says, did someone say an outside nerd? There you go. There you go. Another one. It's my bro right here, man. Shout out to my brother, man. Shout out to my brother Dale Debonair on the pull-up, man. See, it's real. OG says, really, I call it being versatile. And that's something that was always preached to me. Peace, fam. Shout out to my man Seth's son in the building, man. Peace, my brother. Great to see you. Third says, I'm a history and geography nerd. Those were always my favorite subjects in school. See? I loved history too. You know what though? Third, I was a English nerd. My thing was writing papers, writing essays, and writing essays and doing reports and stuff. That was my thing in school. It kind of still is. I always was into writing letters and Fear Soul says same DS1. All I got was for rewards in English. Yep. Yep. That was me. I was always good in reading. Reading and reading comprehension. Wasn't too good in math. I was okay in science. As long as science didn't have to do with nothing with math, I was killing science. The hardest science class for me was chemistry. That's because it had a lot of math. Chemistry and physics, because it had a lot of math. But biology and all of that, man. Seth's son says history, politics, and science for me. Club says, I love both of those subjects, especially geography. Fierce says poetry and stories. Yep. Yep. I never really wrote a poem. And you know why? When I was younger, I always thought that my poems had to rhyme. So I never tried poetry, Fierce, but stories. I wrote a lot of my essays in high school. Like a lot of my essays, I wrote them like stories. My teachers, you know, like when the teachers write notes and stuff, they used to ask me, like, did that really happen? Like they used to ask me, like, was those stories true? I used to be like, no, I made them up. Yeah. I was a beast at writing papers, doing reports, and spelling as well. Yep. Facts. Me too, third. I was raised to be a good speller. When it came to spelling words, was not played with. Write your word 5 times each, write it in a sentence. Ain't play with that. My parents did not play with that. Spelling, English, writing. Ain't play with that, man. Not at all. My homie just got his doctoral degree. We still call him Killer to this day. Salute the Killer, man. Salute the Killer. Salute to that brother, man. God bless that brother. For real. Shout out to Killer, man. He just got his doctorate degree. Still call him Killer. Shout out to Killer, man. In other words, these regular or pretty women will go to a nerd if he bring in the money, period. Hey, I agree with that, Alexandria. I can't disagree with that. That's true. Fierce Soul says, love math, art, science, and basketball. History, I was trash at. Yo, you know what's interesting, Fierce? Most of the people that I know or knew growing up, especially in school, the ones that was good in math, they hated history. They hated history and they hated English, just like I hated math class. That's interesting. That's interesting. And I guess that's because of the two sides of our brains. How one side is analytical, the other side is, you know. So maybe that's what it is. Because I noticed all of the people who were strong in math, they were weak either in history or English or both. And the people who were strong in history or English were usually weak in math and science. That's interesting. That's interesting. That's crazy. Yeah, I don't know why that is either, bro. I don't know either. Shout out to Ebo, man. Ebo says, I was the cute nerd. The jocks couldn't get it because the girls wanted me, but I wasn't in the spotlight. Plus they couldn't whoop my either. So I was the enigma. Yeah, you was something different, bro. You was something different. Shout out to my brother Ebo, man. He said, and they couldn't whoop me. So Fierce says, I hated them old slave movies as a kid. I said, F that, I'm making my own history. Hey, I don't blame you, bro. And you know what's crazy? I grew up with a lot of kids like that too. They ain't like watching Roots and none of that stuff. Nothing dealing with history or politics and anything. They kind of like rebelled against it. They rebelled against it. Like they rebelled against the thought of us being slaves and yeah. Third says facts. Me and Mav stayed beefing. I found it strange and interesting that I was bad at math in school, but as an adult, I'm great at managing and saving money. See? Shout out to bro, man. Shout out to everyone for pulling up. Shout out to everyone for pulling up because see, now we having a conversation about school. We having a conversation about academia, which our children should be able to see us having these types of conversations, y'all. This is why I like to bring these topics out, because look at what we're doing now. Look at the conversation we're having now. Look at how we're sharing with each other now. See, now it ain't about man versus woman. Now we ain't here talking about school and class. Now it ain't about no patriarchy. Now we talking about reality. Now we talking about something that could benefit our children. Now we're representing ourselves the way we supposed to be. Now our children could pull us up on YouTube and see us talking about something meaningful in life. So we could give them something to look up to. We always want to get out here and talk about how bad the youth is, but you're a bad representation. You're a horrible representation. So stop talking about them not looking up to nobody. Because guess what? They can't look up to you. So if they can't look up to you, shut up. And stop talking about what they ain't got. Because you are a part of what they ain't got. They ain't got you. They can't count on you. They can't even count on you to tell them something right. They can't even count on you to tell them to go to school. Do y'all know that children still desire to hear them be told the right things? Do y'all know that? Do y'all know that the youth is yearning for us to stand up and to just show them that we love them? Do y'all know that? No, because a lot of y'all don't work with the youth. But you always got your mouth on the youth. Do you know these children are yearning to hear us tell them the right things? Do y'all? Let me get a sip of water real quick. See, y'all think this stuff is a joke. Do y'all know that there's a generation, 2 generations right now, of children that has not heard positive reinforcement from their family? Do y'all know this? There's 2 generations of children that was not told to go to school so you could be something in life. I love you. You mean something to me. You're important in the world. You mean something to somebody. You can inspire someone. Do you know there's 2 generations of kids who have not heard these affirmations? 2 generations of kids that has not heard these affirmations. You are somebody. God loves you. They haven't heard this. Young men and young women, they have not heard this from nobody. They haven't heard it. Do you know that? Do y'all know this? So when I do shows like this, telling educated Black women to stand up against women like Cheyenne Bryant, It's because it's the women like Cheyenne Bryant that these young girls in these facilities, in these group homes, that they looking at and saying, she is the example of the fastest way to come up. I'm not going to school. I'm going to go be Dr. Cheyenne Bryant and call myself a doctor and shake my ass around rappers. I'm not going to get out of here and go to school. I'm going to go follow Cheyenne Bryant. I'm not going to go get some value about myself. I'm going to go shake my ass for money and act like I'm valuable. That's what she's showing the youth who have no hope. There's a lot of hopeless youth out here. They're in these facilities. I know, I'm around them. I've been around them. I heard them say, don't nobody love me. My mother never told me she loved me. All my mother do is tell me how much I get on her nerve. See, I heard this from the youth of today. See, we didn't get that. No matter how much we got yelled at or anything, our parents didn't abandon us like that. Just straight ignored us, walked past us in the house. See, I deal with them youth. I deal with them. I deal with them. Shout out to my comrade in the building. Salute to my brother, the Book of Ronan, man. Salute. This is why we need to speak up against this stuff. Because we have children, the youth that's suffering. And guess what their number one issue is, y'all? Guess what their number one issue is? Identity. Identity. And Dr. Cheyenne Bryant is involved in identity theft. Identity theft. That's what the youth is dealing with. Identity problems. They don't know who they are. They don't know who they want to be. Identity problems. So we just gonna sit here and keep letting these frauds. Now we're gonna let them cross over into the education realm. Now we're gonna let them play with education. Now we're gonna let them humiliate educated Black people. Okay, you got the rappers, you got the ball players, you got the actors. Now you want to come and humiliate the educated Black folk? Now you want to make Dr. Francis Cress Welsing look bad? Now you want to make Dr. Jewel Pookrum look bad? Huh? Now you want to make women like that look bad? Huh? Now you want to make women like Lena Horne look bad? Now we want to make them women look bad. Them women. Now we're going to allow them to come for our educated folk. Oh, man. It's just sad, man. We got to stand up for something. We got to stand up for something at some point. Stand for something or fall for anything, man. A-Team says, if an adult sets expectations for a child every time they are beginning a new task, there will not be a problem. Shout out to A-Team. It's crazy out here, OG. But you know, we're gonna keep doing our part over here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. You know we're gonna do that. We're gonna keep doing our part, man. Shout out to my brother GQ for doubling up. Salute to you, my brother. Appreciate it, man. Shout out to everybody who hit the super chat, man. If you enjoyed today's show, before we get up out of here, make sure you hit the like button, y'all. Hit the like button. If you're new here and you enjoying this content, don't hesitate to subscribe. Hit that notification bell so we are notified every time we drop some new content right here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV, man. Shout out to everyone. Welcome to all the new supporters. We are on the road to 13,000 subscribers, y'all. We on the road to 13K. We on the road to 13K. So shout out to y'all. I appreciate all the love and the support. If you would like to financially support, hit me up on PayPal or Venmo at Sheep Stay Sleep TV. That's at Sheep Stay Sleep TV on PayPal and Venmo, and it is going across your screen. If you have supported financially today, thank you so much. More importantly, I'm happy that you guys are here. So before you get up out of here, make sure you hit the like button. And don't forget, get down in the comment section. Down in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think of today's show, because we will be back with more content. So y'all stay tuned this weekend. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Friday, man. I enjoyed all of y'all. Great to see y'all. Shout out to my lovely lady mods. Shout out to my top lovely lady mods for coming through and holding it down as always. Salute to y'all. OG says she got to be a plant. I believe it. I believe it. I believe it. Just like Umar. Umar's a plant. But that's a whole nother topic. Shout out to y'all, man. Like I said, get down in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Hit me up at PayPal or Venmo. That's at Sheep Stay Sleep TV. That's at Sheep Stay Sleep TV, man. DS1 Ross, Sheep Stay Sleep TV. And I'm going to catch y'all tomorrow. Peace.